Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and let's jump into tidbits. We've got a couple things to cover, including Cardless doing another round of elevated welcome offers on the Qatar cards. So new offers on Cardless Qatar cards offer up to 100,000 Avios. This would be on the Infinite card, and the Signature card has a bonus up to 70,000 Avios. So Qatar Airways Privileges Club Visa Infinite card. Why do they have to go to the American Airlines School of Marketing naming for these? Earn up to 100,000 Avios, sign up bonus for new Infinite cards, 25,000 Avios after your first transaction, 75,000 bonus Avios, and 150 Q points for status after spending $6,000 in the first 90 days. This card, 5 times points on Qatar Airways purchases, 3 times points on dining. There is a promotion where I guess if you get this card, you could jump into the promotion where it goes from 3 to 6 times points on dining. 1 times points when you use your Privilege Club card everywhere else. 2 Q points for every 1,500 Avios you earn using your card. You get Privilege Club Gold status, which is equal to 1 World Sapphire for the first year. You do have to collect the requisite number of Q points to maintain gold status going forward. Milestone expires as long as you hold the card, no foreign transaction fee. Then the Privileges Club Visa Signature card, 70,000 point sign up bonus for new card holders. That's 25,000 bonus when you use your card for your first transaction. 45,000 bonus Avios after spending $3,500 in the first 90 days. This card comes with a $99 annual fee. The Infinite is a $499 annual fee. 4 times points on Qatar Airways purchases, 2 times dining points. I think the same promotion would jump it from 2 to 4. So if that is of interest to you, there you go. 1 times on everything else. 2 Q points for every 2,000 Avios you earn. This comes with Privilege Club Silver status, 1 World Ruby, and milestone expire after as long as you use the card. No foreign transaction fee. Okay, cool. This is also, they mentioned the double Avios on dining. These are the best ever bonuses on the Cardless Qatar cards. This is the bonus that they use every couple of months when they aren't hitting their welcome offer numbers, which if they're having trouble with these cards, and Qatar is one of the big airlines in that Cardless could have gotten. If Cardless can't hit their numbers with this card, and yes, I know Built would be an entirely different beast, but Cardless doesn't have a ton of marketing oomph, right? Cardless doesn't have a ton of infrastructure to get this card out in front of people. They'd be relying on Qatar. They'd be relying on Built on their new card. Part of why I'm a little worried about the upcoming Built card and is Cardless's infrastructure itself. I don't know that they have the infrastructure to make this train go. So yeah, just wanted to highlight that they are bringing back their highest ever welcome offer on that. This is at least the second time I've seen this welcome offer this year, so they definitely aren't hitting the numbers that they are expecting to hit. And so we just have to keep paying attention to what Cardless is doing with some of their cards. I would expect to see some elevated offers on the Latam cards or the Tap Air Portugal card after these if they're not hitting those numbers. But again, I know that these would all be independent of each other. Just because the Qatar card isn't hitting its numbers does not mean that the Built card would not hit its numbers. But if you're having trouble growing with a brand like Qatar, you're having trouble growing with a brand like Tap Air Portugal, you're having trouble growing with a brand like Latam, it stands to reason you're probably going to have some trouble growing with other brands. So let's jump over to our next piece from Danny the Deal Guru. This is Hilton partners with Explorer Journeys to launch Hilton Honors Adventures. So Hilton is hitting the high seas. Hilton Honors Adventures. Hilton has partnered with Explorer Journeys, a privately owned and ultra-elegant ocean travel brand of the MSC Group, launching Hilton Honors Adventures. This is an extension of Hilton's loyalty program focused on immersive, adventure-driven travel. By summer 2026, Hilton Honors members will be able to earn and redeem points on Explorer Journey voyages from the Mediterranean to Northern Europe, to the Caribbean, and beyond. Now through June 7th, 2026, to celebrate the announcement of Hilton's partnership with Explorer, Hilton Honors members can participate in a limited time preview offer. Hilton Honors Adventures invites travelers to immerse themselves in bucket list worthy travel, elevating loyalty benefits across land and sea, while upholding Hilton's high standards of service and hospitality. This will include Hilton's exclusive partnership with premier outdoor hospitality provider AutoCamp, which is in the Hilton Honors network now. Those properties are already part of Hilton Honors. So it's summer 2026. Hilton Honors members will be able to earn and redeem points and enjoy exclusive onboard benefits while experiencing carefully curated journeys to sought-after destinations such as the Mediterranean, sunlit islands, charming villages, historic ports, hidden coves, Northern Europe, Iceland, Greenland, and North America's East Coast, majestic fjords, dramatic northern landscapes, and culturally rich coastal cities, the Caribbean and Central America, the Red Sea and Arabian Peninsula, Alaska, Canada, and Pacific Coast, Asia. From look at the prices, these voyages are quite expensive. The lowest price we saw for a 7-night Arabian Gulf adventure was priced at $3,750 per adult. It's not clear what kind of value you receive when redeeming Hilton points. I really hope it's more than half a cent per point. But leading to the opportunity to earn and redeem Hilton Honors points on Explorer journeys sailing in 2026 now through June 7th. Members can book journeys with exclusive benefits, including 100,000 Hilton Honors bonus points rewarded per suite, up to $400 or €400 journey experience credits on 16 curated Hilton and Explorer journey itineraries, and $200 credit on all Explorer journey voyages. These credits can be redeemed for onboard experiences, including fine dining, wine tasting, destination experiences, spa treatments, curated shopping, and suite upgrades, and an inclusive in-suite welcome gift. Learn more about this through hilton.com/explorer. So we already have something like this with Marriott Bonvoy. Marriott actually has two levels of cruises. There's like cruising with Bonvoy, and then there's the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection, because of course there has to be a separate carve out for the Ritz-Carlton. This is an interesting move by Hilton Honors. We'll have to see what they do in terms of the redemption pricing. I'm not sure if you can redeem Bonvoy points for cruises through their program, but Hilton is allowing you to redeem for cruises here. So pretty interesting move by Hilton there, and we will just see what they do. So next up, we've got Amex to devalue its transfer partnership with Cathay Pacific. So Amex to devalue transfers to Cathay Pacific Asia Miles in early 2026. Here's the timeline. So effective March 1st of 2026, the transfer rate will change with membership reward points to Asia Miles from 1-to-1, what it currently is, to 5-to-4, or 1-to-0.8. This is not the first time this year that we have seen a transfer partner with American Express change its transfer rate with American Express in the wrong direction. Earlier this year, we saw Emirates go from 1-to-1 to 1-to-0.8, the same 5-to-4 transfer rate. And now we're seeing the same 1-to-1 to 5-to-4 with Cathay Pacific's Asia Miles. The best redemptions for membership reward points are international first and business class. These are not helping that cause. So effective March 1st, the transfer rate will change to 5-to-4, dropping things by 20%. On the bright side, Amex and Cathay Pacific are giving us some time to digest the news, adjust in order to make the change. But beginning in March, you'll see valuable membership rewards. Their value is getting slashed with Cathay Pacific. The third one will be the beginning of a trend. So keep an eye out for American Express reducing transfer rates with any of their other partners going forward. Anything that's currently 1-to-1 dropping will be a harbinger that this is the path that American Express is going to be going. And if they're going to continue to flood the zone with points, it only makes sense, that their partners, when it comes time to renegotiate contracts, will want a little bit bigger slice in order to maintain those transfer rates and continue to see things going forward. So this is potentially the beginning of a shift across the entire points landscape. There's an article from 1 Mile at a Time to this effect. I'm going to do sort of a reaction on this one, but yeah, Amex is continuing a precedent that was set earlier this year by Emirates. We'll just have to see who the next carrier to fall would be, but it's not great to see transfer rates drop. And so, but once is a blip, twice is more than a coincidence, 3 times is a trend. Let's see what else they announce in the next couple of months. Amex, again, continues to flood the zone, as I said, and continues to get high praise for not touching the platinum card too much. Whoop-de-doo. They're making their points less and less useful with these transfer rate changes. And if you go, oh, well, who's transferring to Emirates anyway? Who's transferring to Cathay Pacific anyway? You may not have, and it may not be a program that affects you, but this precedent they're establishing and continuing will continue into programs that you enjoy, be those Air Canada or Avios, Blue. If one of those programs saw a 5 to 4 drop, folks would complain. If there was a drop to 5 to 4 with Virgin, there would be complaints. So just because it doesn't affect a program that you work with and it works for you doesn't mean that it won't. So there we go. We will just have to pay attention to this and see what you can do going forward. Last but not least, we've got United MileagePlus news. They are keeping their status requirements the same, but the program is going to be undergoing some tweaks in 2026. So what stays the same for MileagePlus in 2026? United is keeping their core structure of MileagePlus Premier qualifying exactly the same for another year. That means no new surprises or new hurdles for flyers looking to keep or improve their elite status. So those qualifications are Premier Silver would be 5,000 PQPs plus 15 Premier qualifying flights or PQF, or just straight up 6,000 PQP. You can get that through spend on their credit cards. Premier Gold, 10,000 PQP plus 30 qualifying flights or 12,000 PQP. Premier Platinum would be 15,000 PQP plus 45 Premier qualifying flights or 18,000 PQP. And 1K is 22,000 PQP plus 60 flights or 28,000 PQP through pure spend. For anyone planning their 2026 travel strategy, this consistency makes life easier, especially compared to programs that adjust thresholds year after year. Starter PQP deposits return, so they're also bringing back the popular starter deposit of PQPs for members who hold Premier status at the start of 2026. Those deposits post early in the year and give elites an automatic boost towards requalification. So the head start deposits will remain the same next year as follows: Premier Silver, 300 PQP, Gold 600, Platinum 900, and 1K, you'll get 1,400. So it's one of the most flyer-friendly aspects of the program. Keeping in place is a big win for elites. So what is changing in 2026? So more ways to earn plus points starting in January of 2026. So Premier 1K and Global Services members will now earn additional plus points from PQP earned via the credit card spend. There's no limit to how many plus points you can earn, making card spending more valuable for upgrade-focused flyers. This is of interest to those who want to get into the program and start spending their way toward status. The plus points, I think, can also give you additional boosters. I'm not the expert on this. I will have to ask Lonnie. Upgrades to award tickets expand. So both plus points and complimentary Premier upgrades, CPUs, become eligible for use on upgrades on award tickets to all Premier members. This opens a new door for flexibility, especially on routes where award space is plentiful, but cash fares run high. Enhanced Polaris Saver award access. So United Chase Club cardholders, Premier Silver, and Premier Gold members now have increased access to Polaris Saver awards. This makes it easier to book Polaris business class at lower mileage levels when those rare saver seats appear. PQP earning updates on the credit cards. Those with the BAM MileagePlus card will earn 1 PQP per $20 spent. This is the Bank of Hawaii, card, capped at 1,500 PQP for the 2026 program year. Additionally, those with United Airlines First Hawaiian Bank can still earn 1 PQP per $20 spent, while the cap there is increasing to 2,000 PQP annually. A dynamic plus points system is coming in February of 2027. So United will retire their fixed plus points upgrade chart and replace it with a dynamic model. Not great. Upgrade pricing will fluctuate based on demand, cabin, route, and more. Think of this as an upgrade equivalent to dynamic award pricing, more flexibility for the airline, less predictable for travelers. Not cool. So there you go. Positives from upgraded points, they say stability is the biggest one. Negatives, looming shift to dynamic points, dynamic plus points in 2027, less exciting. So there you go. And they say that the PQP earning rate caps on co-branded cards will remain relatively low compared to spending to status opportunities in other programs. So there you are. That'll do it for TidBits. If you like what I do, hit the like, subscribe, hype button down below. I'm looking to hit at least 2,400 subscribers before Christmas. And if we can get to 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year, that would be amazing. Really, really hoping to start the new year off as close to 2,500 or as close to 3,000 as possible. That'd be a huge help. StackYourPoints.com to check out the Stack Your Points podcast that I do with other creators here on YouTube, and check out the pinned comment for ways to support me outside of YouTube as well. If you really want to support me here on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member. That is $2.99 a month. You can also drop super thanks, super stickers on videos like this, or super chats when I do lives. So thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.